Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into Sims Workshop. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. You can already see it. This isn't even all of it. There's just not enough room on my table. This is my October TBR. First of all, I already know I'm not going to be able to read all these books, but the thing is, I love Halloween. I got married on Halloween. This year, my goal is to read as many of my spooky books that I have. So, usually my TBR videos are kind of organized like, oh, this is my book club. Right now, you're going to have to bear with me. It's going to be a little bit of a mess. I will, of course, have all the appropriate links in the description below to join said book clubs because this month I'm going to be participating in 3. Okay? And since it's at the top, we have alchemized. No, I did not read Manacled, so I'm kind of going into this blind. This is for the Barnes & Noble Fort Lauderdale Kiss and Tell book club. The monthly pick is Alchemized. This is a dark fantasy, deals with necromancy and alchemy. So I'm really intrigued. I am very much intrigued. It just wasn't on my TBR, like, at all. I was just like, meh, sometimes things get so overhyped that I'm just like, don't care. But it is the book club pick. And this is, in fact, my Fairy Loot edition, which, just stay tuned. The Fairy Loot unboxing video will be loaded eventually. But yeah, this is my Fairy Loot edition. It's gorgeous, obviously. And Fairy Loot has yet to steer me wrong. I know there was that one time with Blood of Hercules, but to be fair, that was not part of my subscription. That was a standalone because I thought I'd love it, and I was horribly disappointed. But my friend Jeff has already started reading it, and he's like, you know what? After the prologue, it gets infinitely better because we both read the prologue. We got, Del Rey sent out an email back like, read the first chapter for free. We were not impressed by the first chapter. To be honest, it bored both of us. I was just like, ugh. But he said it gets infinitely better. He's very intrigued, and Jeff and I were like brother or sister. We are brother or sister. We have a lot of the same taste. It's very rare that I will like something that he will not like, and vice versa. So if he says I'm going to like it, and if he's intrigued, then there is hope. I do hear a lot of mixed reviews about this book so far, but I'm going to go into it blind. I've not read any reviews. I'm kind of just keeping it in the back burner because I really want to judge it and form my own opinion. So, Alchemized. This one, it's sci-fi horror, and it's Mira Grant, and we both know, we all know I love Mira Grant, also known as Shinda McGuire. So, I've so been wanting to read this book, and I tried so hard to make it the sci-fi book club pick. But they all voted for The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. So that's the one I'm going to be reading, which I'll show you guys in a second once I get through the bottom of this pile. Okay. Once I get through them. So, the hope is to read Overgrowth. I have already started The Dark Forest by Susan Liu. My goal is to at least finish this trilogy by the end of the year. So far, I'm doing pretty good. So, really intrigued. How can I not read my copy of Hour of the Pumpkin Queen? I loved Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. I love Sally. Again, I got married on Halloween. Nightmare on Elm Street. Although I do love Nightmare on Elm Street. But I'm always doing that. Nightmare Before Christmas, one of my favorite movies ever. So yeah. Lots of hopefuls here. My son, I did ask him, I'm like, Squirt, do you want to take a break from Dragonlance and read something spooky this month? And he's like, no, I want to read Dragonlance. I'm like, are you sure? I have this book, The Halloween Moon, and you want to know something? I didn't even realize when I bought this book 2 years ago that it was Joseph Fink, and I used to listen to the Welcome to Night Vale podcast when I was in college, and then of course I left college and it fell off, but I do still follow it because I did love it, so I really want to buy all the books. But yeah, Joseph Fink, The Halloween Moon. My son said, he's like, ooh, he's like, okay, we can take a break and read that. And I'm like, yeah. So this will be our new nightly read for this month. And then if we finish this early enough, I will start The Nightmare Lands. That's book 3, right? Yeah, that's part 3. So that's the first half of Dragons of Winter Night. So, okay. Also, I've been wanting to read these for forever, The Hollow Places and the Twisted Ones by T. Kingfisher, because I love T. Kingfisher. The Sworn Soldier series, book 3 finally came out. I don't own it yet, but my goal is to buy it and then also read it. It's a novella. I love that trilogy. And you know what? I love T. Kingfisher. So, perfect for the month of October. Perfect. Oh, put that there so it won't fall. I have already started reading Deadly Ever After. See, this is the problem. I have so many ARCs. I just got 3 more in the mail today from publishers. Thank you, publishers. I do appreciate them and I love them so much. But I'm trying very hard to fulfill my obligations to publishers in reading their ARCs in a somewhat timely manner. I do still promote them regardless of if I finish them or not, or read them or not. Be like, happy release day on my Instagram. So I'm trying to be better. Also, I have a whole bin of ARCs. So I think I have at least 20 ARCs. So my goal is to get through my ARCs and fulfill those obligations. So I'm still trying to do that while also trying to squeeze in more of the spooky books that I own that I really want to read. So Deadly Ever After, I'm already about a quarter of the way through, or a third of the way. I'm on page 82. So my first 30-page-a-day read is going to be The Merciless by Danielle Vega. I love Danielle Vega, who's also known as Danielle Valentine. She changed her name, her publishing name. So, this has been in my TBR for ages. My goal is to read this one 30 pages a day, and also the rest of the books. So, books 2, 3, 4, the whole quartet. I really want to read these. And I think if I do, you know, between 30 to 50 pages a day, I think I can get through them all. So, this is going to be my daily read. All right. Another ARC from a publisher that I'm really excited about takes place, it's historical fiction, 1888. It is Jack the Ripper versus Medusa. Come on, true crime, historical, fantasy, a little horror in there. I'm so here for it. So this is going to be my second weekly read. I'm so excited. And you want to know what's really great? The author sent me a handwritten note. And it's addressed to me, Dear Cynthia. So I'm like, how could I have to read it? I have to. All right, and now, like I said, the Fantasy Fanatics Book Club at Barnes & Noble Fort Lauderdale, which I'm the host of. We are reading The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. This is my Fairy Loot edition. Very beautiful, very excited. I'm here for it. So, this is the one I'm going to be reading every Sunday. Okay. Woo! More stuff. All right. Again, Death's End. I'm probably not going to get to this one this month. I already know. It's nice to dream. It really is nice to do. I'm trying not to mess up my order of things. Okay. Because I do have these, at least, these 2 stacks organized in a specific way on my library cart, which is right next to my bed. Publisher sent this to me, Yuli. I love the Guardians of Dawn series because I am a girl. I know I look like I'm like a doom and gloom girl, and I am. But I also love my magical girls. Sailor Moon, Crack Up to Skirt, come on. This is super magical girl vibes. I'm here for it. I love it. Thank you once again, Wednesday Books, for sending me this copy of Uli. She's amazing too, by the way. I love Carissa Broadbent. And if this isn't a perfect spooky Halloween read, I don't know what it is. I mean, it's like the Vampire Conqueror. This is my exclusive Outbreak edition, by the way. I love Carissa Broadbent. This is like... Aetherbound was published years ago. I don't even think I was working at Barnes & Noble yet when the first book came out. But publisher sent me this one because I was just like, oh my god, you're doing a sequel to Aetherbound? Like, I still remember every single detail of that book. and I thought it was such an interesting young adult sci-fi. So Sky and Fire is the long-awaited sequel, and I'm really excited to read it. So thank you again, publisher, for sending me that. Okay, so this is going to be a reread for me, only because the publisher sent me this one. So I did read this one when it first came out, when they sent it to me. I'm doing a reread because as much as I remember the ending of this book, I don't want to be reading Fortress of Ambrose and not remembering key details. You know what I mean? I don't usually do rereads, so I'm probably going to end up audiobooking the reread for this one. But since I still have it on my shelf and haven't put it in storage yet, I figured I'd feature it for the video. But I'm probably going to end up audiobooking this one for my reread, since the publisher did send me Fortress of Ambrose. So thanks again, publisher, for sending me final copies of books 1, 2, and 3. I'm like, thank you, Razorbill. Love you. All right. I just finished reading The Dragon Republic. First of all, I love Kate. Second of all, Neza stabbed her in the back. So I need to get on this one because I need to see what the fuck is gonna happen next. And also, nothing better happen to my precious Kate, or else I will set the world on fire. Because I know she will, and I will let her. So, man, phenomenal. Book 2. I'm really excited to read The Burning God, so let's do this. Rebel in the Rose, the ending. What is it? This is the Rebel in the Rose. Dagger, right? Dagger in the Flame. Yes, Dagger in the Flame. I'm like thinking Rebel in the Flame. Like, no, don't combine the titles, Cynthia. Thank you again, publisher, for sending me an arc of this book. Super excited to read it. Cannot wait to dive in and see what's going to happen next. I can't remember if this one is a duology or a trilogy, but I am excited. That plot twist near the end, I was just like, that was a plot twist I did not see coming. Alright, so let me put these back so I don't mess up the order. And let me grab my third little pile here. It's small. I'm not even going to count these. I hope you guys were keeping count because I'm not going to count my insanity. I'm insane. I did finish Sailor Moon Eternal all finally volume 10 last month, so we're starting on my next one. See, I told you, I love my magical girls. This is Cardcaptor Sakura, Collector's Edition Volume 1. First of all, I need a clear card season 2. Come on! I know that was very loud, but that's how passionate I am about this. I love Cardcaptor Sakura so much. Maybe I'll watch that tonight with the kids. But Magical Girl, it's great. Love it. This was an arc sent to me as well. They actually sent me 2 arcs of this book. They sent me a paperback arc, which I donated to my... did I donate it to the book club or did I just donate it to my work? The point is, I donated it. Because I don't need 2 arcs. So they sent me a final proof, and you want to know something? Just based off of this cover, it's very much Halloween-y vibe. So looking forward to that. I loved Red Rising. That was a 5-star book for me. So fucking excited to get into Golden Sun. You have no idea. Love it. I'm here for it. This is my Fairy Loot edition, by the way. And then also an arc sent to me by the publisher, A Treacherous Swans. I actually own 2 copies of this book. I bought the Waterstones one to match my Waterstones edition of the first book. So when I'm done with this one, I'll probably end up donating this one as well to my book club. So yeah, here we go. Treacherous Swans. That was weird. Treacherous Ones. There we go. Something with, I think it was like a bead. I'm always making bracelets, so it might have been a bead. But yes, Treacherous Ones. Excited for that one. Alright. That's my insanity for October. I just really want to read. I want to fulfill my obligations to publishers, obviously. You know, I definitely don't want to be blacklisted as, oh, that person who never reads her arcs. I think the publishers understand because I am an avid reader, so I read a lot. I've read 120 books this year so far. I know that's not as much as other people, but, you know, it's a lot for me. But, yeah, I'm just trying so hard to fulfill those obligations so that way I can continue to have really good working relationships with these publicists that do reach out to me. But I also really want to read a lot of the spooky books that I do own, you know? Bookish problems, you know? Bookish problems. So many books, so little time. Not enough shelf space. Tell me about it. Not enough shelf space. In any case, thank you all for tuning in to this insane October TBR. I don't know why I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 22 books. I'm funny. I think I'm going to read 22 books this month. I'm psychotic. I will maybe get through 16 of them. I got through 14 last month, so my range lately has been 14 to about 16 books a month. So I'll get through a big chunk of them, even if I only get to 10 of them. But yeah, I'm insane. Please wish me so much luck. On that note, thank you all for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share with Facebook with your friends. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.